The king of rock and roll, and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Mark it at the 27-yard line. So USF's offense will have first crack at this one. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle.
Running room in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown will throw it. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Nimrod. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Memphis Tigers offense headed onto the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a super
in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock. Consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Power football with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis wants to pass. He's got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Memphis wants to move quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Off play action on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Alexis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Sullivan. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. And the Bulls are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Memphis. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Nimrod. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
At the 35, he's got room.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Touchdown, South Florida. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the returner goes down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Memphis. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap and you're worried about the hold. But that time, they just overwhelmed the line up front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
Got a man. It's Sullivan. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Norton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How aggressive. Third and short from the 46. They'll try to get the first up, another first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for room. It's Norton. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? And that
Touchdown Bulls! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This drive will open from the 15. His man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Start this third quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A third down try for the offense. Lewis to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Nimrod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Isaac. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Well, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Fielded. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
It's a running room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running to Green. Sweet cut there. Still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Memphis picking up the tempo.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over SMU. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Brown will throw it. Complete. Good job running that route. Get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. Finds some room. Turning on the Jets. Oh, the ball's out.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind.
Wide open spaces. He's loose. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Norton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, South Florida! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Got room at the 35. Gashing the D on the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Lewis wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers are flying down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Memphis! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Oh, they're after him. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Bulls! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lewis to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Let's go.
Direct snap. It's Norton. Shakes off the defender. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Norton. Floating away. Oh, he's going to pass it. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Lewis wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Norton. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Snap in the shotgun. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Lewis to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense...
He uncorks one deep. Got it inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the... where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
you.